What's going on, you guys? With you guys to the channel, but Big Dog back with another one take review. And today I'm back with the final installment for the Fear Street trilogy, Fear Street Part 3, 1666. You know something? I actually thought, it was 1966 because I was watching. I'm like, why in the hell are they dressed like they're in old times or something like that? And then I looked. I'm like, oh, this is 1666. Okay, so but like yeah, this franchise, or I guess what we're gonna call it because it's three films. This franchise has been amazing. Okay, these three films and the way they released them back to back each week, I think has been like a delight and a treat. I'm not huge on horror, but these few have been really good in like over a span of 3 weeks. And I've enjoyed them. And in this one is the culmination of everything we know. Because this is technically two parts. It's part three in 1966. I mean 1666. Jesus Christ. And part two of 1964, which is very intriguing. Because the first hour was one, and the second hour was pretty much like sums everything up. And this one, we pretty much see exactly what happened with Sarah Fair and why Shadyville is what it is and Sunnyside is what it is. And the synopsis basically tells you that it said the origins of Sarah Fair's curse are finally revealed as history comes full circle on a night that changes the lives of Shadysiders forever. Because at the end of it, we see, the end of part two, we see Dina. I'm sorry, spoilers for part two if you have not seen it. The only way I can kind of like go into this one, but like Dina basically sees she pretty much inhabits Sarah Fierce's body, and she lives through that time, and everything that happened to Sarah Fierce is basically being showed to us through the eyes of Dina. And of course, everybody else is like having a different role. Everybody's themselves, yet with a different name, different personality. You know what I'm saying? Because they was alive at that time. We get to see, how the curse happened. And the way the curse happened is very intriguing. And like the people involved, which I'm not gonna lie, I know a lot of people probably like caught the twist in it. Not your boy. Your boy was kind of like, I was like, oh man, I didn't notice that at all. And like, which is a cool thing to me because I like being surprised. I like being kind of shocked and I wasn't like fully like, oh my god, I can't believe this happened. But at the same time, I still was just like scratching my head like, yeah, this is nice. And I think one thing this one does very well is the kills are always good and like this but this one is more less about like the kills and more just about like the story. And it gets to like the kills and stuff, but like you still have a couple of them. But for the most part, this is just like, yo, you have to think outside the box. It's just like strategy. It's just so many different things going to each one of these films, which I truly enjoyed that element of it. And like the way we transition from like the 90s to the 70s and now all the way back to the 1600s. It's like, dude, this is crazy because like certain things didn't fly back then, and you know how people talked, and everybody was like people just kind of weird. And you say somebody's called witch, you're pretty much done for. You do like some homosexual stuff, you're pretty much done for. Like all of those things, like they put the devil on everything, and like all of that stuff is just like, okay, that's cool. And like it just continues to go and go, and like I think the acting has been just like great, especially from Kiana Madeira, who plays Dina as well as like Sarah Fear. So you're just like, oh man, this is cool. Like how they gonna get out of this situation? How did everything get started? And just like things started to fumble because initially the story of Sarah Fear is like she made a deal with the devil and everything, but like you actually get to see what exactly happened, how the deal happened, or just if the deal happened. All of those things, like her hand being missing. That they show her hand, how she loses her hand. That shit had to be like grabbing the blanket, bro. I watch it with a blanket. I'm at the crib, okay. So I'm just like, oh, like yo, this intense. And I thought it was just like it's a new take on the slasher genre. It doesn't make you think too hard. It's kind of like a simple story, but at the same time, it got a little twist and turns in it to keep you intrigued, and like you never necessarily know who exactly is going to survive. You don't ever know how they're going to get through these things, and I think that's probably one of the best parts about it. Like, this has to be one of the best horror trilogies I've seen, and the fact that it came so quick. Uh, pause. The fact that like all of them just came back to back. Pause. It was just like, oh, this dope. Like, I can't believe we got to see. Like I said, on my other reviews, like stuff like this, you usually have to see a year, and then you have to wait another year for it, and then you have to wait another year. These are all three. You know what I'm saying? The way they dropped them in a row is like really cool to me, and like I said I like a lot too. And once it transfers, excuse me, when it goes from 1666 to 1994, and we were reunited with everyone, I think that the story even gets that much better. You know, I'm just like, yo, because like in certain ways, you would think, okay, a movie being focused on in one area for like half the movie and then completely switches up to the next half, you're thinking that like it'll be boring, but it's like a seamless transition, you know. So I enjoyed that. Like, this was enjoyable. I don't know, and I can't even tell you which one I enjoyed the most because I really think I dug the way this one ended. As a matter of fact, I loved how it ended. That's one of the best things about it. And one thing I'm always looking for when I'm watching a film, or movie, anything, and I say this all the time, just so, you know what I'm saying, people pretty much understand my view. It's like I'm big on characters and I'm big on endings, and I think this movie landed all the, I mean, well, both. And they brought somebody back that I didn't think was gonna be used anymore. So I enjoyed that element of it. I think this one, I think the second one might still be my favorite, but I do love the ending. Like the way this one ended and the way the story was told, I think this one was just as good. I'm going to give Fear Street 1666 a B. And the overall trilogy is gonna definitely get some B plus, and it's like definitely makes me appreciate horror more, because I've seen a lot of good horror lately. Well, not lately. I'm gonna say like in like the past four. I'm gonna say past 4 years. I've really come to like enjoy more horror movies more, and like this definitely like goes in that category of like good horror movies. You know what I'm saying? To watch. You know. So if you watched sit through all of this, you know what I'm saying, I don't think you should. And you haven't seen it, go check out Fear Street, the Fear Street trilogy, because it's definitely worth checking out. You guys let me know what y'all thought about it down in the comments. If you've seen it, hit that like button, subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching the video. Hope you guys staying safe. I'll catch up with you guys later. Peace.